You don't need to just make videos. What you really need for your B2B business is a video marketing strategy. You need the game plan that'll help you make the right videos that'll speak to your target customers and draw them in to work with you. In this video, I'm gonna give you a 6-step process for developing a good video marketing strategy. Here we go. Before you do anything else, before you map out videos, before you hit record, you wanna define who your ICP is, your ideal client profile. You probably already have something related to this developed for your business. You have an idea of who you're trying to reach, who you want to work with, who will best benefit from your product or service. So you really want to map that out. You want to create a whole profile if you need to. Think about demographics like industry, age. You don't necessarily have to get super specific in terms of details, but you at least need to know who you're trying to talk to. The biggest thing you want to know here for your ICP is what problem are they struggling with? You got to define that first, because once you get to the stage of developing video ideas, you're going to be really thinking about crafting your videos in a way that is speaking to that problem. Don't start with planning out video ideas just yet. Start with, what is my ideal client's problem? What are they struggling with? What are they trying to do? What goal are they trying to reach? Once you've mapped that out and got a great grasp on that, then you want to look at your overall marketing goals. Think about your KPIs. What are you focusing on? Are you looking to increase conversions? Are you looking to build more of an online presence on social media? Maybe the number of leads you get every month isn't where you'd like it to be, and you'd like it to be higher. Maybe it's grow your revenue by a certain percent that you've mapped out. You want your video marketing strategy to plug into your existing marketing strategy so that your videos are serving and helping you fulfill your already established marketing goals. A lot of businesses, this is kind of where they fail. They don't have much of a strategy put together, and they don't really understand how the videos they're creating are going to help them achieve their marketing goals. This will inevitably lead to just throwing spaghetti at a wall and hoping something sticks. It'll be just one random video after another without any real clear goal or direction or target that you're trying to hit. So to prevent that, know beforehand your goals, your marketing goals, and how video is going to help you meet those goals. So for example, if your main goal this year is to increase your conversions, maybe double it on your website. That's a good goal to have. And it's good to know that, because just by having videos on your website can increase your conversions by up to 86%. So if you know that that is your main goal, now you can know, okay, if we get some more videos on our website, like some real strategic videos, like testimonial videos, maybe brand story video right there at the top. If you know that, then you know exactly what videos you need to create to meet that goal. The next stage is going to be looking at distribution. Where are your videos going to go? Where are they going to live? Think about your website. You may not have video on there currently, but what videos will need to be on there? Is that where they're going to live, where customers will find them? If you're thinking in terms of social media, you want to identify the specific platforms you're really focusing on. Don't try to be everywhere. A lot of businesses make that mistake and feel the pressure of, I've got to be all over the place. So they do X, they do Facebook, they do Instagram, they do TikTok, they do LinkedIn, they do all the things. You want to really dial in on the exact platforms where your ICP that you identified in the first step, that's where they're hanging out. If you're a B2B business and you're watching this, definitely need to focus on LinkedIn if you aren't already. That is like the B2B gold mine. So that is the place you need to focus on for sure. But you probably want to identify at least maybe 2 other places. YouTube is a great place for any business, regardless of industry. The last 1 to 2 will just kind of depend on where your ICP is hanging out. Don't try to be everywhere, just be where your customer already is. But you need to map this out so that way you can say, as you're creating your videos, that once you're done, these videos are going to go here, and you've already determined the end goal of where they're going to live. Now, knowing this will be really helpful, especially if we're talking about social, because not everything works the same across social platforms. That'll help you inform the length that your videos need to be, the format, the style, and that sort of thing. So knowing all this beforehand will help you prepare in production of what your videos should look like and how they should feel. Once you know where you're going to put your videos, the next step is to map out a whole quarter with videos. Yes, if you can, try to map out the next 3 months. Get a content calendar put together, map out your video ideas. So if you're trying to release 1 video every single week on a YouTube channel, doing that for 3 months, that's 12 videos. Get a publishing schedule together and think about how many videos you'll need to create. And then once you've got a list developed of how many you're gonna do, you start a bit thinking through ideas, writing those down. Ideally, like we talked about in step 1, you're thinking about your customers' problems and how you wanna tackle talking about that in video and talking about your product, how it solves that problem. You can start creating lists of video ideas. Once you got a big list put together, you can start prioritizing. So in our previous example, maybe you were looking at conversion rate for your website. You want to double it. But you also want to be putting out videos on social. You can definitely do those at the same time, but if your main goal is website conversion, you want to prioritize those videos first. The point is, don't try to create a ton of videos all at once. You'll need to prioritize which ones are the most important and which ones contribute the most to your marketing goals. Once you've mapped that out, then we finally get into production. I know, You had to go through all these other steps first, but really that's how it should be. The success of any given video or videos is really determined by the amount of work you put in on the pre-production side. The planning, the strategy, that kind of thing. The more work you spend doing that first, the better off your videos are going to be, and the more success you'll probably see with them online. Think about the actual making of your videos. Who's gonna do it? Is it you? If you're maybe the founder of the company, are you gonna get on camera? Or if you're a marketing director, is it you? Someone else? A professional actor? Work as a spokesperson? What about the actual camera part? Do you have the equipment to produce this in-house? Or will you need to buy some new equipment? Or perhaps outsource to somebody else? Bring in a production crew to help film. And with that, will it be a production agency, like a local production company, or will it be individual contractors brought on for specific roles? Map all this stuff out beforehand so you can get an idea of scope, what this is gonna take, and even cost. So let's fast forward a bit. Let's say you've made the videos, they look great, they're awesome, you're putting them on your website, you're showing them on social media, ideally the places that you've defined in the distribution part of where they're gonna go. Once the videos are done and posted, you don't get to wash your hands of this. It keeps going. The last step in the process is to analyze and review. This is one of the steps that businesses often neglect, is they don't actually check on how their videos are performing, mainly because they don't know they need to, or maybe they just don't know what to look for. This is really dependent on what I said earlier about marketing goals. If you know those, your overall marketing goals, then you'll kind of know what to look for in terms of metrics. If you're putting videos on your website to improve website conversions, then you'll know you need to look at your website metrics to see, are those leads actually converting? You want to look at things like views and view duration, especially if we're talking about website videos. Are people watching them? And if they are they converting after watching them? How long are they watching it for? Just a quick couple of seconds? They're watching a good duration. Knowing these stats and how they're doing will give you a lot of information on knowing how they're performing. Social media is a bit different with social media videos. A lot of times businesses like to just jump on the vanity metric bandwagon and get obsessed with likes and comments and views. That stuff can be great, but honestly, likes don't pay the bills. Don't get too obsessed with the vanity metric stuff. Yes, it can be helpful and it can be good for building an audience and getting some attention online. But if you're investing in video marketing for your business, you likely want to see a return, I'd imagine, which means you want to see growth in revenue from your videos. Likes and comments are great, but if they don't lead to actual sales over time, then what's the point? In this step of analyzing and reviewing, you might find that your videos aren't performing the way that you'd hoped. This is where you would make some tweaks. You would think about the next videos that you'll make. What can we do differently? What didn't work well? Maybe you're tracking the views on a lot of your videos and you're seeing that most people aren't watching past the first 5 seconds. That may inform you and tell you that maybe you need to work on better hooks for your next videos. Meaning you really need to dial in and map out the first 5 to 10 seconds of a video, make it as engaging as possible so people will get hooked and keep watching. You get the point. Analyze, review, make changes, move forward. So those are the 6 basic elements of a good video marketing strategy. You can take what you learned in this video and immediately start building a strategy for your own business. I hope this video was helpful and valuable to you. If so, please hit that like button and don't forget to subscribe to the Staehle Media channel so you don't miss any future videos. As you're mapping out your strategy and realize, man, we are going to need a lot of outside production help, we at Staehle Media would love to help you. So you can just check out the link below to our website in the description. I'm Evan with Staehle Media and I will see you in the next video.